Hey there, all you Swifties out there. This one is going to be part of the Unique Antique Challenge. This one is called Life of a Show Flipper. This challenge is hosted by myself and Jen over at Cockburn Cactus DIY.
Okay, so this is just a really kind of a low quality piece. You can see it's particle board. This is like a paper veneer over top of it. It's got a lot of water damage. The lady I bought it from said she had a aquarium on the top. I like it because it's flat on the front. I am going to have to make some repairs there on that corner. I'm not quite sure how I should do that yet. I'm going to fill these in, and I'm hoping this isn't going to be too time consuming. So with that being said, I'm going to start with my basic prep work first, and I'm going to give it a good cleaning. I'm just going to use some vinegar to clean this piece. I'm not diluting it, I'm just using it straight 100% concentration of vinegar. You can dilute it if you want, but for this piece I'm not. If you have been here before, you know I love Bondo. This is an all-purpose Bondo, and it's a 2-part mixture. I'm going to use it and I'm going to fill in all these cracks here, as well as the holes from the drawer pulls. It dries really fast. Within about 15 minutes it's completely dry. So in warmer conditions you do need to work faster because it does dry faster, but after that it is sandable and it is as easy as that.
For this water damage on the top, I'm using an 80 grit sandpaper, and I'm going to try and get this as flat and as smooth as I possibly can. It can be difficult and challenging to try and repair water damage, especially when it is this bad. Once I get it smoothed out as best as I can, I'm going to use a spray oil sealer, and I'm spraying over top of the water damage to seal it to help prevent from any future water penetration. I stuffed sanded my drawers and sanded down my Bondo. I'm using a gray primer over top the whole entire piece.
I have some pre-mixed paint that I made into chalk paint, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this.
I just painted the 3 front drawers in the white homemade chalk paint because this will be where I am going to paint my image. I printed out a picture of Taylor Swift that I want to draw onto my dresser. I'm using the grid method, and how this works is I am going to mark off 1-inch sections on my border of my image all the way around. And then I am going to take my ruler and I'm going to draw out a grid. Apologize for any shaky footage. My tripod broke literally the day I started working on this project, and I just wanted to get it done. I was feeling really motivated, so I couldn't wait for a new tripod to get in the mail. So hopefully it's not too bad. Now I'm just taking my ruler and I'm connecting my little marks that I made 1 inch all the way around my border of my Taylor Swift picture. And I'm just connecting them and creating my grid. Once I get my grid completely made, I'm going to label the top with the alphabet and the side with numbers. So it will be like a game of Battleship. I had some really old wood filler, plastic wood. I had to reconstitute it. I added some water and I made it into a putty because it was all dried out. I used this to fill in all of that damaged particle board on the top of the dresser. I had to do a little bit of math to figure out how big I needed to make my blocks on the top. So I just took an even number, 24, and I divided that by 8. And 24 divided by 8 equals 3. So I need to make 3-inch blocks on my dresser. So that'll give me 8 blocks across and 8 blocks down. So everything will be in proportion when I draw my image out. I'm doing the same thing with this big gigantic T-square, I think is what it's called. I am marking off 3-inch, every 3 inches on all the way around. So then that way I can make a straight line and make my grid pattern by connecting my little tally marks.
Okay, so here's my grid pattern. I'm going to go ahead and number it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8's going to go off a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and letter this A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and I don't need to, this is going to be my border. So I'm 8 this way and I'm 8 this way. So everything should be proportionate to my grid pattern on my photo.
I'm using my numbers and my letters that correspond with the dresser blocks and the blocks on my photo. And I am looking at each block and seeing where I need to draw, like the nose, where it is on the block of the photograph and where it needs to be on the blocks, the grid pattern of my dresser. And I'm just kind of following the features. I'm working with like the easier parts first, like the lips, the nose, and the eyes, and the chin, and just looking at those smaller blocks on the photograph, the paper that I have printed out, and seeing where they need to be at on the larger blocks. I'll explain a little bit more in the next clip.
Okay, so I'm just going block by block and following the image and creating the drawing as best in proportion as I can. So I'm going to, let's say, block E6, and I'm looking at the proportion of the chin from the block, and I can see that it's about that far from block E7. So when I draw my image, I make sure I try and get it in proportion and similar when I am putting it onto the dresser drawers. So I'm going to start working on this part of her hair right here. So this is block 2, 2C. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to 2C, and I can see that I have a little bit, there's just a tiny bit right there, comes in like that, and then it comes over like about right there, and then we're going to go up into number 1, and I'm going to go all the way up to the top like that. I'm going to bring it down like this, and then I have some hair going this way about right there. Then I'm going to come down like that and just kind of follow this image in proportion to my blacks.
I wanted my painting to be kind of pop art style. So I took some inspiration from some different images I found on Google search. I used various chalk paints as well as acrylic paints. This is really one of those you gotta trust the process moments. I just kept building up my colors and layering them and blending them, and the image really starts to come together little by little. So if you are enjoying this video so far, please remember to give me a comment down below, subscribe, like the video. It helps my channel out a lot. And also, because this video is part of a YouTube challenge and collaboration, don't forget to check out the playlist. I will have that link below as well as on the end screen. When I'm finally satisfied with my Taylor Swift, I'm going to do my background image, and I'm just doing some purple and some white, and I'm going to do a little bit of a ombre effect from dark purple all the way down to light purple. For the rest of the dresser, I'm using this General Finishes milk paint in the color called Sun Glow. It's super bright and fun, just like my pop art Taylor Swift. Milk paint is very thin, so it does require a lot of coats, but it is extremely durable. And this General Finishes brand does have a built-in top coat, so that's a plus. I first tried to repair that dog chew corner of that drawer with some Bondo, but it just fell off because the drawers are made from just like an MDF or paper type material. So it didn't work, unfortunately. So instead, I'm going to use this quick wood epoxy that dries really hard and it's like a putty. So I'm able to mold it around the corner. And then when it's dry, I can just paint right over top of it. For my tailor, I'm using some of this Varathane triple thick polyurethane in a matte finish to seal my paint. And then finally, I can drill new holes for the new hardware. And I did have a couple of choices. I decided to go with these glass blue ones. They don't all match, but I will show you the difference here and you can let me know what you think. And then that is it. Let's have a quick look at the before we check out the final reveal. I hope y'all love it. Let me know if there is some likeness to Taylor down below in the comments, if you think I nailed it or not. It's not perfect, but I am certainly happy with it, and that's the way art goes, right? It's all subjective. We're all going to be different. We're all going to be unique in our own ways. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check out the Unique Antique Challenge Life of a Show Flipper playlist. There's bound to be tons of awesome Taylor Swift inspired pieces there. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope y'all have a great day. Bye.